Hello everybody, this is Shad Al-Qassas, the Head of Science Department at Sharjah American International School, Sharjah Campus. And today we're going to continue with the wonderful features provided by Microsoft Teams 365. Today our main objective is to explore the options of creating assignments, homework, and quizzes. By doing that, first of all, you need to go to the group that you have created, or the team that you have created. So let's go to this team. And let's say that this is one of your classes. And again, to remind you that the basic options or the key features of any team, there are two key options. One of them is the channel, which is adding your subjects or chapters or topics you're teaching, and the tabs. And the tabs actually are for the applications, files, anything that you're using with your students in the Microsoft team. In order to proceed and create an assignment, homework, or a quiz, first of all, we need to add a tab, which is an assignment. We need to add the application of assignments. And by doing that, we click on plus, which is this sign, add a tab. And then once you add the tab, it directs you to the applications. Click on more apps. So click on more apps and search. In here, you need to search for assignments. And as you can see, this is the assignment tool provided by Microsoft 365. By clicking on the assignments, this is the assignment experience for classes. This is added by or provided by Microsoft Education. So before you go and proceed before you do that, you need to click on this arrow and you need to add the assignment tab to a team. And as you can see, it is added to the team that we have selected from the very beginning. If you wanted to change that, you can change the name of your channel or the name of the team itself. And then we will click here below, set up a bot. By clicking on this, on setting up a bot, it will add the assignment as an application or a new tab to your dashboard. And as you can see, now I have a new tab called assignment. By clicking on assignments, you will be redirected to the assignment app where you can create your quizzes or assignments, homework, or classwork. So once you go to the assignments page, you will have the option of creating an assignment, homework, or quiz. Sometimes it depends on the connection. It might take some time. And once you click on the assignments, as you can see, you have the option of create. So now we are on the assignments tab. By clicking on create, now you have, as you can see, the two options, the quiz or an assessment or assignment. So now we are going to create an assignment by clicking on an assignment. So it will redirect you to the assignments page, and now you can provide your students with your assignment or homework by providing the title. Let's say homework 1. You can add a category in here. It could be section 1, section 2, a title for your subtitle for your assignment. And here you can provide your students with instructions, due dates, or a link that helps them to with some materials to assess them during doing this assignment. And here you can add resources, and this resource or this option, you can upload your sheet, you can upload your homework resource, so that your students can submit or do their homework. So now you have two options. You might copy and paste in here, writing your instructions in details, provide them with a link, or you can add a resource in here by clicking on this link, and then you can upload any kind of resource or any kind of worksheet to your student. You can assign some points. Let's say this homework is for 5 points. You can also add a rubric, and adding a rubric, you can assign, you can upload your own rubric if you have a ready rubric for your homework, or you can add a new rubric. So you can tell that let's say that this is homework 1 rubric, and you can enter the descriptions of any kind of description related to your homework, and then the criteria that you are assessing your students against. So you have an excellent, good, fair, and poor, or you can make them 10, 9, 8, 5, and so on. So it depends on the weight of the points. Is it descriptive? Is it qualitative or quantitative? And then you can describe the criteria of the good, excellent, fair, and poor work. And finally, you can click attach. This is for the rubric. So once we're done, you can assign it to all students, or you can choose specific students to give them this assignment. And this will help you in differentiating your assignments. So let's say that you have 3 levels of academic levels: above level, below level, on level. You can assign different worksheets, different assignments to different students. Or if you have SEN students, so you can assign a specific homework for them. Due date is the date you want your students to submit their assignments before. So let's say before the 11th or before the 12th. So you can choose the date from here, and also you can assign a specific time for their assignment. Finally, you can click assign. Once you click assign, this means that you have created your first assignment, and your students will receive this on their Microsoft Teams dashboard. So this is the one, and you can click on it to check the details, to search for specific students, and so on. We need to highlight a very important option that your students, once they submit their assignments, they need to click return. So if they didn't click return, they will just view the assignment, but they are not going to submit it. So always remind your students to return the assignment. The good thing about the Microsoft assignment option is that you can export all the data or to an Excel sheet, so you can track your students, who did it, who viewed it, who didn't receive it, or who didn't check the homework. So you can actually evaluate your students' work. And also, it provides you with wonderful data kind of data analysis, so it has pie chart, and you can also keep track of your students' assignments. Now this is the assignment creation. Now let's explore how can you create a quiz. And in order to do that, again, we are going to click on assignments, and once you are redirected to the assignment page, you will be having the option of creating a quiz. So we're going to click again to create, and the option is here, quiz. Once you create a quiz, or once you click on this option, you will be redirected to the forms, or for the Microsoft forms. And we are going to click in here, new form, and you'll be redirected to Microsoft Forms, which is an interface that will help you to create a quiz. Once you are redirected to the forms, and as you can see, you have two options in here. And this is really important because in here you have two options, so new form or a new quiz. New form, if you have any kind of surveys, you can use this option. If you want to create a quiz only, so you need to click on new quiz. So the new form is for the surveys, and new quiz is for quizzes. Click on new quiz, and as you can see, it has the basic options. The untitled quiz, I need to give it a title, so I click in here, quiz, let's say 4, and I can add a picture from here, and this picture you can upload it, or you can search for anything related to your quiz. Let's say that I'm searching for a quiz image, you can add it, and simply it can add the image to your quiz. It's really nice, especially if you are searching for any kind of diagrams, images that you need your students to describe, to explain, to discuss. So it is really easy to search for images online. Or the other option is to upload your images, so you need to prepare them ahead of time in order to have them ready to be uploaded. Once the image is uploaded, you can add a description of your quiz. If you wanted to proceed to adding questions, you just click on add new. And in here you have many options. You have multiple choices, you have text. Rating is for surveys, and you have here more. So you can add more. You can upload a file. You can you can add new section. There are a lot of options that you can use in here. So let's say that I'm going to add a multiple choice question. So let's say that the question is the charge of the electron is, and I have two options in here, maybe negative or positive. If I wanted another option, I can add another option from here. And then before you go, you need to say or to mention which one is correct. So electrons are actually negative, so this is the right answer. And then if you have a multiple choices question and you have many answers or many correct answers, you can have multiple answers in here. You can then assign a point for this question, let's say 3 points. And then I'm going to add another question. If you wanted to copy this question, so you can actually do that by copying question in here, add new, and then you can proceed to add another question. multiple choices question. Again, the charge of proton is, and again, negative, and positive. And this is my right answer. 3 points. If I wanted to add another short answer questions, so describe the Dalton model, for example, anything, Dalton's model of the atom. And then the answer will be written in here. You can give it another point. And then finally, you're done with your quiz. You can finally click here, preview, in order to preview your quiz. And then you can view it, how it will look like from a computer or from a mobile. This is a wonderful feature of Microsoft Forms, so that you can see how your quiz will look like on different interfaces. Once you're done and everything is fine, you can click back in here. And now you can share your quiz. You can do that by clicking share, and you have a lot of ways to share your quiz with your students. So you can copy the link, which is here, and then sending the link to your students. You can get the link from here. You can also use it as scanning option, so they can scan the bar in here, and then they will be redirected to the quiz itself. There is also another option where you can assign this quiz to your classroom. So in order to do that, we need to leave this page, and then you will go to Microsoft Teams, and then again you will go to your assignments in here. And then once you go to your assignment page, you need to follow the same process again. Click create, and then a quiz, and then assignment, because you are going to assign this quiz to your students. So it would be an assignment, but it is timed assignment. So create it as an assignment. And then you will go to create, and then you're going from existing, click from existing, and you will find your quiz mentioned in here. So you go to assignments, and then you can go to create, and then assignment, and finally you can write that this is quiz number 4. And you can give the instructions in here by copying the link of your assignment or your quiz. So you need to click on this option, which is the link, and then paste your link. And once you assign it to your students, it will appear as an assignment. So they click on the assignment, which is a quiz, and then they can solve it and return it. So by now, we covered the following points. In our previous video, we covered how you can create a Microsoft team, what are the channels that you can create, what are the tabs and applications. And in this video, we have discussed how you can create an assignment and how you can create a quiz. So if you want to have an online session with your students, you go to one of your created teams, and these are the options in here. You can change the format of your writings. You can choose to attach any kind of files. You can send anything, any stickers. But if you wanted to have an online session, a live session with your students, you can click on Meet Now. And once you click on Meet Now, these are the options. Let's say that I'm going to discuss Section 1, Chapter 1, Mechanics. This is my title. And then you can switch your camera on or off before doing anything, because you didn't launch you're not going to launch the session unless you click Meet Now. So you can click it on, click it off, turn it on, turn it off, the camera. And then you can click on Meet Now. So you're going to invite the members of the group to join your classroom. So they are going to click Join, and then they are going to be in one online classroom with you. This is if you wanted to mute the microphone. This is also to switch on or off the camera. And this is a very important option, which is you're going to share any kind of materials with your students. So if you have a PowerPoint presentation, if you have anything, you're going to share them using this option, which is Share. If you wanted to use a whiteboard so you can write anything with your students, you can do that in here using the Microsoft whiteboard. So I can do that using the Microsoft whiteboard in here. So by now, you can hide participants. You can show the participants. You can, once you're done, you can hang up the session, and finally you end your online session. If you wanted to show conversations, also you can click on this option. In here you have also more options, so you can enter full screen, you can start a video using another option like blur, you can turn on the live captions, so whatever you say, it is going to be captioned in English while your session is on. There are a lot of wonderful options using the Meet Now facility. So by now, you can hang up the online session and you can dismiss your online class. So by now, we covered three main objectives. We created an assignment, we created a quiz, and we assigned the quiz to our students. And finally, we used the Meet Now option in order to create an online session with your students. I really hope that this video was informative and beneficial. Please, if you have any questions, you can post them as a comment to this video. This was Shahid Al-Qassas from Sharjah American International School, Sharjah campus, and thank you.